You sat on the toilet again?
No, I'm in the kitchen.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Saturday night and we're all in again. I do apologise for that, but we are still in lockdown. So in the meantime, you do have to make do with us, beautiful lot, on another live panel. Joining tonight, we've got Alistair. Alistair's back. Where you been, pal?
Fishing.
Fishing.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that in a minute then. Connor, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad. As good as you can be, I suppose.
Yeah. What you been up to? Anything? Fishing?
I haven't been fishing, no. Not much really, mate. Just work and then chilling out.
Yeah. Did you
You
get?
can't really, like I said, you can't do much else, can you?
Not really, mate. Not really. Got to make the best of what it is, ain't you?
Yeah,
Carry on, Ryan. You're a legend, mate. Thank you. Do appreciate that. Super chat is on. Can confirm. Thank you. Ryan. You didn't have to, mate. And finally, Paul.
Good evening.
All right, mate.
Yeah, nothing's going on in Blackpool as it suggests in my title.
I was just about to say, is there anything going down in Blackpool PT Vlogs?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
I've not been out and about to see if it's been busy anywhere. Like people have been trotting up north out of lockdown.
No update on the Blue Sea or anything.
No, it's not been calm enough for it to be blue.
It's gone shitty brown again, has it?
Yeah, because the sea's a lot more rough than it used to be. So.
Yeah, so you lot pooing in it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay then. So you recovered from last night?
With the dick pics? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know if he's in chat. He might come on.
I've seen.
No, I can't see him in there at the minute. But hello, everyone in chat. Hope you're doing all right. 32 of you. Wow, that's not bad to say. I just kind of winging this one. Cage's Funfair Videos, thank you for the £1 super chat. Appreciate it. So have a quick look through the chat, or if anyone wants to have a look through the chat, be a bit of a monitor, see what everyone's up to. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and leave you with the crap that's on telly. Is Britain's Got Talent finished? Or is it still on?
Yeah.
I must admit, to the 74-year-old lady on the drums. Did everyone see that?
No?
Yeah.
Alistair? I tell you, if I could drum up that kind of energy when I'm 74, I'll be happy. And
You should be shot for that pun.
I'm getting close, mate. I'm getting close. Yeah,
I'll be honest, I
don't
think I've ever watched a single episode of Britain's Got Talent.
I have it on in the background. I generally prefer this first part, and then it gets a bit serious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, Ryan says Britain's Got Talent was shit. Yeah, apart from the old lady. Yeah, I thought I'd open a panel and do a bit of battle of the probably two best fairs in the United Kingdom. Hey?
Dave's here.
Where?
In the chat.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. You're coming in, mate. Coming in the chat. Got your pen and paper. Boy, don't look happy.
You do what he wants on your stream.
Well, you said you were going to bomb it with some.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do it.
No. Just wait. I was all nice on your stream. Nothing bad came from me, mate.
So what started the drawing of the cops?
I don't actually know.
Did they
just
just
randomly
randomly draw it on a piece of paper?
Yeah. Well, he used the pieces of paper to illustrate his answers for the games, and decided to start getting a bit rude with his photo.
Wasn't every answer the same picture?
Yeah, because it stayed on there and it didn't go any bigger. It
was funny. It was funny. So yeah, Fun Fair Friends, I'll drop you the link in a bit, pal. Don't worry, I've not forgot. I'm just trying to wing this stream along. No planning, nothing planned. I've just got a bit of Wikipedia in front of me just to give you some fun facts if you want to hear them. If not, we'll skip past that and just generally talk about Goose and all. But yeah, two of the biggest fairs probably in the UK are Hyde Park Winter Wonderland, Hoppings maybe, Kilkirdy or whatever it's called up in Scotland.
Capaldi. Good old Capaldi.
I can never pronounce it. Don't ever ask me to pronounce that. Because I'll get it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like sarcastic because that really isn't my thing. But if you read the way they spell it, it's quite easy to read.
Yeah. I'll have a look in a minute. But don't ask me to spell it. I'd have no chance. Alistair, could you spell that?
So what? I don't know
what I tried to say.
I like him.
I've only just woke up.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit like that. Really tired. But yeah, Goose and all anyway, probably two of the biggest fairs we've got. And towards the back end of the season, both of them kind of clash towards the start of October. However, first time this year they're not apparently going to, but still only a week apart, so it's not much time to, if you're going to have the same rides at one and then to the other. But then again, they can move on pretty quick, can't they? It takes probably a day or two between the two. But yeah, basically, just really have a bit of a chat and see which we prefer or which is better. Is one better than the other? Do they both have different kind of, what's the word? I don't know. Told you I was winging it.
There is a review of Goose Fair on my channel that I put up a few days ago. If anyone hasn't seen it, hop over and give it a watch.
Yeah, I've seen that. It was.
I enjoyed that. I know.
Kind of what brought me onto this, really. But let's battle it out between them. Well, what are you saying in chat first of all? I put a poll up as well on Facebook. If anyone's seen it, it was only briefly in the stories. But,
Dave's saying Hull looks better. It's always bucket list rides. Ryan can't believe that I'm not sarcastic, which I don't know. I don't get that. People are saying that
you're not
Hull,
sarcastic, really?
Yeah, I know, right? Absolute shock. Some people are saying it's Hull's better organised than Goose. Hull's cheaper.
Yeah. Well, let's break it down on what could we say? Sections, ease of getting there, layout. I mean, there's so much discussion about
variety.
Yeah, length of time they're on.
Yeah.
Have they got a pub? I know one has. I know the other one hasn't. So
that
quite a lot to talk about. So let's obviously first kind of battle between them is either of them easier to get than the other. Now I know that Paul, you haven't been to both, and I suppose you can say one's easier than the other if you're kind of local to one or the other, if that makes sense. Obviously, if you don't live near either of them, then you're going to have to travel anyway. But in terms of, where the fair actually is, its location, is a pain in the arse to actually get to, because neither of them offer, said parking on site. So in terms of Goose, obviously it's got a good public transport network to it with the tram and park and ride, so there's no issue there. Drive straight into Nottingham, head to one of the park and ride sites, bish bash bosh on a tram, there you go, drops you right outside the entrance to Goose, as those who've been would kind of know, because it's about the only way of getting there anyway, unless you kind of disabled. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I stayed in that Premier Inn just by the university, didn't I? And it was like two
Yeah,
stops on the tram.
yeah. Well, you could walk it
Uh,
from there, really.
yeah, exactly. And you were right at the ground, so it's quite easy to get to. Got his own tram station, which always helps.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a park and ride, isn't it? The rest of the year.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's well fed in terms of getting there. Obviously, there's no kind of getting in your car and driving straight to the fair. It's you get clamped and stuff. However, here's a tip for you: if you can get away with parking in the local Asda, and you only want to spend about 3 hours there, then do that, because there's ample parking in there, and people just don't use it for the Goose Fair. So there's a
Oh
tip.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've got some cash out because that's the nearest cash point
Yeah.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is as well. Yeah, we had to walk over, didn't we?
So what's the average price for rides at Goose Fair, roughly?
Last year wasn't too bad, but we'll get to that.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Big cold.
That's what you think for you.
Yeah, we're roughly about £3 to £4, but we'll talk more in pricing. It's not as bad as you think. Everyone goes, "Oh, Goose is expensive," and 3, 4, 5 years ago, yeah, I agree. They really did hype the prices up there. It was getting a bit ridiculous, but I think there was a lot of complaint about it, and I don't know whether the council even kind of put the foot down to a degree. I don't know. But then again, the ground rent at Goose is probably more expensive than the Hall. I know a lot of showmen have commented that the actual price for a set ground there isn't cheap. I think Si Abbott's was mentioning it, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Si Abbott he was using someone else's plot, wasn't he? I can't remember what was in that plot last year. I think it was a waltzer.
I can't remember. I'm not sure if he even
But
went.
well, I know that I'm pretty sure the waltzer that was opposite him, that's where Air Max 360 was, wasn't it?
When did that take off?
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
What, take off?
Yeah, that thing you went on in Dublin.
Yeah.
That was there.
Yeah. But obviously, Paul, you've not been, have you?
No, not at all. No.
So you wouldn't know, but you know if oops, where's that hiding? There we go. Yeah, in terms of accessibility, no issues. If you need to get the bus, they're there. And if you need to drive to it, obviously there's plenty of parking out of the fair and then come straight in. So in terms of that, Goose is a win. Alistair, you just generally either meet me anyway or come with me, so you don't really have an issue, do you?
No.
But you know the score over there. In terms of Hall then, anything different in terms of that one?
What, money-wise? I think Paul cheaper.
No. I mean, just in terms of getting there, accessibility again.
Not an issue, is it, really?
Paul? I'll come to you, Paul, because you've been...
Yeah, I mean, I did park and ride, so I don't know what other what car parking is available nearby, but I know when I planned to go, I looked into the park and ride. The one I used was Priory Car Park, which is by the Humber Bridge, I think, and it was like not expensive.
Yeah, that's the one
fare.
we used. Yeah,
the bus wasn't expensive, and it took you.
We got ripped off because it was some deal or something. If you had a car full or something like that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, because I pointed it out to you, Alistair, didn't I? And in the end, the driver said that he didn't even know about it, even though it was all on these signs. So just be wary of that. But it's a cheap way of getting there with the ride if the bus driver knows about it, basically. But yeah, in terms of getting there, it's kind of the same, isn't it? There's no on-ground car parking.
Yeah.
You park out of town and hop on the park and ride. But both frequent, plenty of them, reasonably cheap. Secure parking, happy days. So really on that, there's no real difference between the two, is there? They're both pretty well accessible if you into either of them.
How long did it take you to get there for?
We went on a Friday night, which was opening night. I think it took about 2 hours 45.
No,
So
that's
just
not
short of
bad.
3 hours to get there, which it wasn't bad because we didn't get held up. And we're going from the complete west
Yeah,
to the east coast. We've got to pass Manchester and Leeds, and they're a pain in the arse at the
yeah.
best of times. But no, it was really good. And on the way
Did
home, it was
you,
clear as.
Tom?
oh, so you didn't
Hey.
stay overnight?
No,
Hi,
well,
guys.
You all right,
it was
Tom?
probably a
Paul.
bit dangerous with.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom. It was probably a bit dangerous with a 4-year-old at the time because I left there about 11 and I didn't get home till 2 in the morning.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
But he was all right.
I think the good thing with both Goose and Hull,
Hi, Dave.
I mean, just before I get to that point, obviously, if people are tuning in and expecting what happened like last night in Paul's stream, then we've just kind of chilled it out a bit tonight. I think obviously it was funny, but it's sometimes nice just to have a discussion. I know everybody likes a laugh, and me too to a point, but sometimes I just couldn't think of anything to kind of be funny, so I just thought I'd have a chill chat, if that makes sense, if everyone's happy with that. I mean, I hope I'm not boring anybody. I mean, let me know in the chat if this isn't what you want to see. But I just thought I'd come on and give you a bit of a stream and a bit of entertainment. And just
I'll tell you what. I like hearing about all this stuff because I'm learning more about the fun fairs over there, like Hull and Fair. So thank you.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring it up as well because at the moment we've not really got a lot to talk about. We've kind of exhausted a lot of things. However, in terms of both these events, nothing is finalised whether they've been cancelled. So why they haven't, let's kind of hype it up and hope in the next few months we do have some to go to, and hopefully Goose and Hull will be the two that we can go to and enjoy just like previous years. So I just thought it'd be nice to highlight both of them really and just chat about them and see what we think.
What months do those fairs run?
October.
October. So we live in hope. Hopefully, things improve as we keep hearing, and they'll both be on. So, but yeah, in terms of where both events are, they're pretty kind of, they're not specifically central, but Nottingham's central to most places. Goose is further up north, so it will require a bit more travelling. I think out of the two, Hull's probably the hardest to get to, the more, especially where you are, Connor, I'd imagine. And
Yeah, but it's all right for me because I'll just drive to you and then you can do the rest.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're welcome to, mate. No problem.
I think somebody was telling me they live like 5 hours from somewhere.
I think Hull and Goose Fair for me is pretty much the same distance or thereabouts.
Really?
Yeah, I would say so because you're kind of you're just going across, aren't you? Really, more than
and then Nottingham, I'd have to go over the Pennines to get to Sheffield and then head south a bit.
Well, Nottingham, you just go straight down the
M6.
M6.
Yeah, and then A66, I think it is. No,
M6. No, A50.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is it like Buxton area?
Who's got their speakers turned up? Holy shit.
I know everyone's loud. Let me know in the chat, am I too loud? Because we was discussing dodgy sound earlier. But
hi everybody in the chat.
Paul, straight down the M6, A50 into Nottingham from there, basically. It'll be signposted.
Oh, I'll have a look at that because I must have looked at it wrong.
Probably 2 hours for you.
I'll have a look.
Not too bad. When I used to drive to Blackpool in my sunny days, I could do it in just about 2 hours. So, but yeah, anybody, any more thoughts on that part of it? The accessibility is no problem, is it? So it's a win for both there. So no battle won, no battle lost.
Oh yeah, I've got it up on there now. It is A50. Yeah, looks pretty straightforward actually.
Yeah, so in terms of obviously when they're on, obviously they both kind of clashed, didn't they? The past few years, there was both sort of on at the start, first weekend of October.
Yeah.
I think was always the case. However, you could still do both because Hull generally is on. Is it 8 days?
After.
7.
Yeah, it's
7
on
and
it's on
18,
after,
isn't
but it clashes for about 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Goose I think is 5, isn't it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it kind of
Yeah.
pull down Sunday, sort of early evening time. So you've got more chance, obviously, with Hull. It's on over a longer period of time. Does it go over 2 weekends then, or does it start?
Hull starts on a Friday and finishes on the Sunday after, I think.
Yeah, but
so
they don't open on the Sunday though, do they? Because
Oh
it's some
yeah,
sort of
the first Sunday they don't open.
yeah.
Jake said 10 days for Hull.
Yeah, it's over 10 days, but I think you said something about Sunday. I think you're right about that. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
the first Sunday that Hull's on, it doesn't open.
That's right. Yeah, the Sunday does.
Just a quick side question. Dave said, has anyone done the Hoppings?
No, it was planned for this year, and obviously it got cancelled. So.
That's
Hoppings
one hell of a journey up, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's even further in Hull for me. Was you going to go?
Yeah, it's not too bad for me. That's where I got the A66 from, because that's the route. It's about 2.5 hours up there. I think it's actually quicker to go to Hoppings than it is to Hull.
Really?
Weirdly, I think so. Yeah, because I can get to Redcar quicker than I can get to Scarborough.
I went to Redcar once. That was a dump. It's got a fair, though, hasn't it?
I never heard of it.
It's tiny. It's not actually a fair.
Because Redcar isn't it where all them oil kind of whatever they're called are? There's flames from the. Yeah. Yeah, I went to Redcar.
Well, Dave Newbingen is saying that Hull is 8 days. So there are people saying it's 10 days, there are people saying it's 7 days, there are people saying it's 8 days.
I think it's open 8 days. That's the thing, but it's there for 10.
Yeah. Yeah. So people in the chat specify. Come on, what are you doing?
I'm just having a.
See, so that fair there is like our state fair. Our state fair is 10 days, and it used to be 14 days.
Right, I found it. So I'll just read this bit of spiel out for you. It won't take long. I'll try not to bore you. Hull Fair is one of Europe's largest travelling fun fairs, which comes to Kingston upon Hull, England, for 1 week from 4 p.m. on a Friday to 12 a.m. on the Saturday, 8 days later. So
There you go.
Finishes at midnight.
Apparently, so it says there. Because I know Goose. See, that's another thing. Operating hours, 4 p.m. till midnight, and Goose is generally sort of dinner time, isn't it, Alistair?
Well, 12 o'clock it officially opens on the Thursday, don't it?
Yeah.
By
Now,
the
is that...
by the Lord Mayor or something?
Jake said
Now, like the Hull and the Goose Fair, do they both open up at 4 o'clock like in the evening every day, or is it different time?
Opens in the daytime after the first night.
Because like
So
now our state
open night opens at sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
All it was is opening night opens at 4, and then the next day I think it opens about midday.
Okay.
4:11.
Now, see, that's the difference between your guys' fairs and ours. Like our county fairs and our state fair, the rides will start running around 10 o'clock in the morning. And then on the weekdays, Monday through Thursday, they close at 10. But on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, except for the last day, they close at midnight. So they work 14-hour days.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, Hall said it's 10 p.m. You might be right there, because I remember when we went, it was about 10, wasn't it? Because we stayed pretty short.
Yeah,
So,
I was there till about 10 and it started closing.
Yeah, I think what they've written down here is not official. So yeah, take what you read here with a pinch of salt. But I know it is on for longer than Goose. I know Goose is 5 days, and I'm pretty sure for this 8 or 9. So yeah, 10 o'clock would be about right. But yeah, generally like a lot of the smaller fairs, Tom.
Our smaller, like our festivals, as we call them. Who has their thing turned up so loud? I hear it. Oh my God. Our small festivals will run like a
interference.
That's all right. Our small festivals run 4 days.
Alistair, sorry, I'm just going to stop you,
That's
man.
all right.
Alistair, I'm just going to mute you a minute.
Okay.
So anyway, our small festivals.
It's not him.
Nope, it's not him.
It's not you, mate. I don't know where it's coming from.
That's all right.
Maybe just a
our small festivals run 4 days. Usually the Thursday and Friday, they're like a 4 o'clock till 10 or 11. And then on the weekends, they're like a noon to midnight.
Let me just mute me. Carry on between yourselves a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. So, but it's good to see everybody. I see everybody still doing healthy. That's a good thing. I wore my tie-dye because I thought Craig was going to be on today, and obviously Craig's not on. Bastard.
Craig said he was coming on, but I don't know where he is.
Right.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Daz, but it is you, mate.
Yeah, it is, Daz. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, what happens is since I'm in the car, I hear yours, and then it reverberates back into my car real bad, and I want to be able to hear you, and I got you guys turned down real low. I like when Daz uses his headset.
Yeah, I might have to put them on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What's it like now?
Better.
Yeah.
I don't hear it
like
either.
When Connor said better.
Maybe it was this. It might need some setting up.
Oh, it's that muff. Is that the one you took to
leave? That muff. Well, the muff out.
That's all right. I don't mind. I'll just turn you guys down. But if I have to say what a couple times, you'll know why.
Yeah, I know.
Are you still echoing then, Tom?
Huh?
Are you still echoing?
Yeah. So I just turned it down in the car. We're okay. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we'll just work through it. It's one of them things, isn't it? I don't know.
So to get you guys a little bit of good information, our first county fair opens up in 3 weeks.
Does it?
Yep. So I've just been at the store doing some research. I'm going to go with the GoPro 8, and then I have to buy another laptop with a better RAM drive and a couple terabytes of space, and I'll be able to get a lot of videos for everybody.
Oh, awesome, man. Can't wait.
Yeah.
You bought the GoPro?
Just reading that at the bottom, it says Hull's closed on Sunday because of ride changes, but isn't Goose on till Sunday?
Yeah, that's why I've just pinned that, because generally what happens is rides generally move from Goose Fair up to Hull on the Sunday, even though Goose is still open.
So they go in.
What generally happens is, this is why I basically don't go to Goose on a Sunday, not towards the end of the day anyway, because a lot of the rides will back up and pull down to go to Goose to pull on early Sunday morning to be set up for Monday night.
So does Hull and Goose run back to back?
Yeah, for a lot of years they have done, and I don't know who's to blame with it. Because they all say that they have them on the first month, and I think one officially does, and the other I don't know. Does anyone know the background?
It's got to be something from the years, like the day of age, like a while ago, because otherwise they wouldn't flash it on purpose. It must be something like historic.
I'm sure it's either Hull always stated they have to have it on the first weekend
but
of the month.
How does the showman feel about that? Because something like that in the United States, which we call a circus jump, where you play for a week, you may play from like a Monday till a Sunday. You tear down what we call tear down, or I don't know what you guys call it, and then you travel, and then you set up the next day at noon. That's called a circus jump.
Yeah, generally, like I say, with Goose, like I say, some showmen do pull down on the Sunday, and they kind of split it between the two because obviously they clash. This year, slightly different because they've kind of got, is it about 5 days between in terms of what, if you looked at setting up that kind of time as well.
Yeah, but if I look at if I see what you guys have in the way of rides and they're so big, I could not imagine spending 8 hours tearing a ride down, driving to the next spot, and having to set up that whole giant, massive ride that quickly.
They only take 3 or 4 hours, though, most of them. It's only like the waltzes and stuff that take longer.
But then you say when I went to film that job for Mark, that waltzer went up in 4 hours, so it's the same sort of thing.
That was.
But what about like
Dancers there? Fair trade waltzer.
Yeah, it was the very first one.
Yeah, so they'd generally be quicker, wouldn't they?
But then I've seen 2 waltzers be built up. There was the fair trade one, and then an old style one that used to be an arc. And there isn't much difference in it. There really isn't. And when people say that these fair trade waltzers fold out, they don't fold out at all. It's still a case of everything needs to be sort of waxed.
Every card's still got to be put on the.
Yeah, it's not nothing. Nothing really. Just like waltzers don't just fold out because of the way that they've all got to try and fit on one wagon.
Exactly.
So, but when Johnny did his interview the other day, he said it takes a good 2 days to set up Hangover. So what does something like Dancers Air take to put up? 8 hours?
Well,
9 hours?
Dancers Air comes on 5 wagons, and I think
you'd still get that put up overnight, though, wouldn't you? You'd get that put up overnight. Dancers Air. It wouldn't take as long as you think.
I think it's 8 hours with 5 wagons.
Right.
But then, judging by that, the one that's going to Fantasy Island, I mean, that was, how many trailers was that on? Alistair?
What that?
I can't remember what it's called. I always call it Bling, but it's not.
Mechanical. Turbulence.
Turbulence.
I think it was 5.
It should be on
quite
the
a
same.
few trailers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It should be the same. It should be on the same amount. But I'm pretty sure that Turbulence is a park model converted to a travelling model. So it was built for the park, but was converted from. It was converted to a
trailer model.
Travelling one.
When I saw some pictures, it didn't look like a fun fair model. When I saw pictures of it coming into the UK.
Yeah,
well, me and Alistair went down and took some photos. We was going to vlog it, but it was A, it was cold, and B, there was not a lot there to vlog. It was kind
Did you not vlog Fantasy Island and got told to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
that was that was closed season. We took a load of photos and I put them up on Facebook and I got told to take them down. So they wasn't happy with something, and to this day, I don't know why. They said about permission and stuff.
Yeah, I was
even
going to
though
say, Mellors are all about permissions, aren't they?
yeah, even though it was an open car park, but there you go.
The thing with
See,
that
so that's
turbulence is that when they were setting it up, they had some problems with it. They realised that it wasn't really ready, so that's why they put that star fire up.
Well, I think it was a planning permission they'd not got, isn't it, or something?
No, they
so
have
that
that.
is one.
The ride was just not. The ride was just not ready. Apparently it was in a real shit state when they got it.
Well, one of the trailers had a crash, I think, because it was a curtain side one, and half the trailer's curtain side had gone. So it either fell off it and damaged it that way, or it rolled over because it was in a state, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
See, so that's one of the big differences between the states and where you guys are, is most of the rides in the states that play county fairs, because they do so many of them in a short time, is either one or two trailers. Once you get to your state fairs, you get more of your rides that could be 5, 6, 7 trailers, because they're there for 14 days. So, okay.
Yeah, Jake. Everyone said you was trespassing. I wasn't trespassing because it was an open car park with no security on it. So I can't really see how that's trespassing. No. We was free to walk around there. Nobody said anything. The only time they got upset is when I went closer than I should have to them taking down the frisbee, and they said I was close to working cranes and stuff, even though they was not doing anything at the time.
That's a good ride.
Is that frisbee still there, or is it gone?
It's gone now.
Was it?
It's gone. Yeah. There was some images today of them setting up that like a, I don't know what you really call it. It's like a drunken barrels kind of ride, or some. It's like a teacups ride, isn't it, or something that you spin. They got it from.
It's the cannibal pots from Hailing Island, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Well, I've seen Dave ride it.
Any good?
Not really. It's a family ride, isn't it? If you watch my F-Telling vlog, I've done the same thing.
I never saw them at Afternoon, but there you go.
Yeah, there's a ride at F-Telling called, is it Miss Your Cannibal or something?
I don't know the names in that place.
It's the same. It's got a really catchy theme tune. It's the same sort of ride.
Yeah. So no Dave tonight. He's chilling with a G&T, watching tonight. Lol. Plus, I'd make the stream smutty.
Dirty smutty.
Just don't bring your pen. Just don't bring your pen and paper. You'll be fine.
Gin and tonic.
Okay.
Tom. Luke Smith says,
Yes.
"How are you, mate?"
I'm doing good, Luke Smith.
Hello, Craig. Well, Craig's not in here, Luke. So I don't know where you've seen him. I've not noticed him in the chat, but I don't know.
Yeah, he is in the chat.
Is he?
Is he?
Oh, yeah,
Hi,
there
Craig.
he is. Craig, are you coming on?
He's got nothing serious to talk about.
You know, if Craig wants to come on, I'll get off the channel. We'll let him come on.
No, there's room for one more, mate.
Come on, Craig.
I'm going to be going soon anyway, so you can get 2 more on.
And I don't do serious talk anyway.
You what?
I don't do serious talk anyway.
I don't.
Well, I'm not doing serious talk. I just thought I would.
Pretty much everything I say is a joke.
I'm just driving around.
Right.
Where was it anyway?
Hey?
He's put he might come on in a bit, Craig said.
All right, then let's spice it up a bit then. Between Hull and Goose, let's discuss the ride hardware. Who's better for having a selection of rides far superior than either one or the other?
I'm going to go with Hull.
Alistair, you've been to both?
I gotta say,
You say Hull?
yeah.
Paul?
It's hard to say because I've only done Hull, but
Yeah, you've seen enough vlogs, haven't you?
yeah, I have. I don't know because you do get Dante's Air at and Ice Jet at Goose and not at Hull. So
Dante's
you've
Air
got.
goes to Hull.
Oh, it goes after, doesn't it? Yeah,
No, it
say
doesn't
Hull
even
then.
go to Nottingham.
What Air? Oh, it doesn't,
Yeah.
does it? It's at Hull, isn't it? Oh, I should have known that because I got a video of it.
Dante's Air's at Hull, yeah.
It is, yeah. Is it King Luke's then? Which one is it? That's it.
Well, King Luke's went to Hull last year, and I'm pretty sure it made its debut as King Luke's this year at Goose.
Yeah. New
There was
York,
something-
though, went to, didn't it,
Oh
the year
yeah,
before?
it did.
Yeah, New York went to Hull last year, and it went to Goose this well. He went to Hull the year before last, and then it went to Goose last year.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
did New York go to Hull last year? I didn't see that.
Year before
No.
last.
Oh,
Sorry,
right.
2018 it would have been at Hull. That was his
Gotcha.
first, that was like his debut year, wasn't it, this year? And that was only a last minute thing,
Yeah, I
wasn't
think
it?
so, yeah.
Because I did a couple of pull-on vlogs, and I know New York.
I just
What was that
remember you
King
saying like I sent you a picture of
No,
like
yeah.
New York sat
Yeah.
at Goose, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my
So
god, it's at Goose."
I went the first day, it wasn't there. Then I went the second day, and it had turned up and was set up. And believe it or not, King Luke's didn't actually get set up till very early Wednesday morning, and it opens. It still opens Wednesday, doesn't it? That's the opening day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When how many trailers is King Luke's on? Do you know?
I think it's on at least 2 or 3. I could be wrong, but I know it's more than one. I'm pretty sure it's more than one.
I wonder if well, Macaulay's in the chat. He might be able to help me out.
Yeah, we'll get Macaulay on in a minute.
Now I've seen only videos of both fairs, and personally I like Goose because I've also seen the history about the Goose Fair and how far it dates. So there's a lot of tradition with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
definitely.
vote for me is Goose.
I'd say, like, for thrill seekers, if that's a word we should be
Oh,
using.
King Luke's is only one trailer.
King Luke's what?
King
What did
Luke's
they
is
say?
only one trailer.
There's only one. Wow.
King, yeah.
Yeah, I've just seen it there. Just pin it.
Apparently.
Apparently. But maybe I should search for a picture and share it. But I've tried
See,
sharing
someone
it.
there, Kevin Smith in the chat, has put King Luke's one trailer for rides, second Arctic for cars. So if you want to go down to like brass tacks, that's 2 trailers, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do we
can you
agree?
put a picture of King Luke's up?
I struggle to share this screen, to be fair.
Okay.
I've only got one monitor.
You can do it on one monitor. You just need to set up the
Dave,
image
there's,
behind stream.
There's as much tabs at Goose.
All right, well, you talk to yourselves and I'll have a look.
Hi, Alistair.
Hi, you all right?
What's up, buddy? How are you, sir?
I'm all right, mate. Fine, yeah.
Good, mate.
He's gone fishing. Yeah,
Oh, I know.
fishing.
I made fun of him earlier. We had a good laugh. I forgot what he said. I told him his worm isn't big enough to catch anything except a sexual transmitted disease.
But I've only got a maggot, so I'll struggle there.
Yeah, me too, buddy. We're good. Us old guys over 50.
Right, Daz, I'm going to love you and leave you.
Okay.
10:10. It's getting late.
It's past his bedtime.
Yeah, I'll still be in chat. I just don't want to be on too late and get in trouble.
Yeah. All right, then, Paul.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on. I don't know.
Paul,
how
tell
you
us, how bad did you get in trouble?
No, I was fine. Don't worry.
He'll be on the tattoo again.
So make sure
I'll
you
be-
have it on the kids setting. No pornographic.
I know.
Fat.
I think I have to be careful who I invite to live panels next time, don't I?
I'll keep it clean.
I mean, I'm
Right.
not being funny, Paul. If you would have invited me, you wouldn't have got it. So,
Oh well, you're on next week, so it's fine. We'll see, won't we?
well, I had second choice. I don't know whether I'm happy with that.
Oh well, don't come on then. Better than nothing.
Oh, here we go.
Have I done it?
I'll be in chat
Yeah.
anyway.
What's on your screen?
What is that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we are. I can play that,
Yeah,
I think.
That's one trailer.
Is that playing?
Nope.
No.
No,
No, that's an image.
it's playing on here.
Oh,
Daz will figure this out sometime.
Yeah, I've not really looked into it, so do excuse me. But there's King Loops, but it
It looks
doesn't
cool.
look like you get it all on one trailer, but maybe you can. I don't know. I never saw it pull on, so like I said, it wasn't there the day before Goose was meant to open, and then it appeared.